What's up, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap, and I'm not going to lie, this is going to be one of the more chaotic recaps ever, so fair warning, not every clip is going to be shown because the Yankees and the Orioles, they might have some beef going forward. Aaron Judge, the captain, he took a fastball to the hands. He was pissed. Like, he said that. He was pissed. All hell broke loose in the Rockies and Dodgers game, and honestly, if I'm a Rockies fan, I'd be pretty ticked off as well. The Brewers, they have to make this play against the Angels. If they don't, they're in danger of blowing a big lead, and Corbin, Carroll, just like Voldemort, he's back. All of that and more in today's MLB recap. And just a reminder, recap is presented by SeatGeek. Use code Fuzzy to save 20 bucks off your tickets. And if you like daily fantasy sports, Underdog Fantasy is your go-to app. My code Fuzzy will give you a $250 bonus cash credit, and new users get a free pick'em. You're welcome. Before we do anything, we have to honor a fallen legend. Willie Mays has passed away. He is one of, if not the best, five-tool players in the history of baseball. These were his career highs throughout his illustrious career. A .347 batting average, 52 home runs, 141 RBIs, 40 stolen bases. Oh, also, by the way, if you forgot, he won a dozen gold gloves, 12 gold gloves. He is one of those players that if I had 3 wishes from a genie, I would use one of them and burn it to go see him back in the day and see him live in person. He is one of the best players and one of the most important players in baseball history. I'm so sad that this happened, and Giants fans, my heart goes out to you because he was a legend. The Giants were taking on the Cubs in Wrigley, and all of Wrigley had a moment of silence. It was very nice. They honored him, and then Dansby, come on, man, read the room. His slow start has been tough to watch, and Cubs fans, they're just praying that this 2-run home run unlocks their $26 million shortstop. Justin Steele, he was good until he had his lead stolen from him on a clutch 2-run double off the bat of Kirk Casale. So it stays 2-2 after 5. It's 2-2 after 7.5 innings. When Bellinger, he broke the tie. Bush, he scores, and the Cubs, they added 2 more on singles from Ian Happ and Christopher Morel. Morel, he placed it perfectly. Nowhere to really throw it. Obviously, Chicago's not going to use Hector Neris, so Keegan Thompson, he's out there. He got Soler to whiff for his first save of the year. Way to read the room, Cubs. You guys are jerks. Obviously, I'm joking. The ending of this Dodgers versus Rockies game was wild. We're going to show all the home runs that led up to that and all the scoring before we get into the 9th inning. Andy Pages, he made it 4-1 on a solo home run, only to see Alauris Montero swat a 2-run home run to extend the Rockies lead even further. Brenton Doyle, he just went 430 feet. He's got 6 home runs, 18 stolen bases, and 6 outs above average. Ohtani, he just went to the trees, 476 feet for the Unicorn. Shohei's on pace to just miss being the first player ever with a 40-40-40 season. That's 40 doubles, 40 home runs, and 40 stolen bases. He needs to steal a little bit more often. He's only on pace to have 34 stolen bases. I say only in air quotes. So here we go. We head to the 9th inning. LA's down by 5. Make it down by 1. Jason Hayward, he turned on a slider. He goes off the foul pole for a grand slam. It's now 9-8. Ohtani, he singled, and Freddie, he was walked intentionally. Teoscar, he ends the game. He swung. No, he swung. The first base umpire said he checked his swing. He's got to get his eyes checked. You cannot give big league power hitters like Teoscar Hernandez a second chance. And there it is. His 18th home run is a 3-run go-ahead Oppo Taco, in the Rockies, they were pissed across the board. Right fielder Jake Cave, he was yelling before the ball even landed. Bud Black, the manager of the Rockies, he's obviously upset. Jake Cave was yelling in right field. He was yelling on the on-deck circle after the game ended. I mean, all around the Rockies, to me, they were robbed. Major League Baseball is, that's a tough look for them. I ain't gonna lie. This is kind of a weird transition, but the Brewers versus Angels game was a blast to watch, and there's Yelly with a blast of his own. That's career home run number 200 for Christian Yelich on the season. He's hitting .325 with 7 home runs and 14 stolen bases in just 47 games. Remember, he missed a few weeks with an injury. Milwaukee, they were handed a free run on a pass ball. Frelick scores, and Jackson Chourio, he sent one down the right field line. Joe Adell, buddy, you're already stinking it up in the batter's box the last few weeks. You can't do that. He let it get past them. Chourio can absolutely fly, so a 2-run double turns into a Little League home run. Jackson, he tried Adell again. This time, Joe actually caught it. So a 3 RBI day for Jackson Chourio. Tobias Myers, he's been lethal over the last 2 weeks. He goes 6 1/3 shutout. The Angels, they're looking like the team that's actually in LA. They're about to start a massive 9th inning comeback. Ohapi, he scores on a wild pitch. Moniak, he doubled and then scored on a Joe Adell ground out. Nolan Shanuel with the RBI single, and Luis Rengifo, he took a walk. So the tying run is at the dish. Taylor Ward, he connects. It's going. It's back. Sal Frelick takes it back. That is a walk-off web gem. Trevor McGill, he owes South Frelick his center fielder steak dinner for a month. He gets 1 out for his 14 save. That was fun. So before we show Aaron Judge and the Yankees getting pissed at the Orioles, check out this wild Phillies and Padres game. We just had wild game after wild game. After Brandon Marsh put the Phillies up by 1 on a second base hit, San Diego, they fought back and stole the lead versus Aaron Nola. I thought that Pache had it. Luis Campusano, that's his 5th home run of the year, and Profar, he tacked on a 3rd run. Aaron Nola, he's been a little bit iffy over his last 2 starts. You know who hasn't been iffy over the last few days? Kyle, or should I say June Schwarber. He's got 17 on the year and 6 in the month of June already. And now we have a rematch of Bryce Harper versus Robert Suarez. The last time that these guys faced off, Harper hit a home run in the playoffs, and he singles right there. So does Alec Boehm. Harper says, I'm going to third base, and another Vegas boy clutched up. The 702 boys, my old teammate and my friend Bryson Stott knocks in the chosen one, and Castellanos, he's going to try the Platinum Glover. Fernando Tatis Jr. cannot get there. Nicky Two Bags, he walks it off on a ground rule double. That's the first blown save all year by Robert Suarez, because of course it is. He's facing the Phillies. All right, we're going to keep the craziness going. The Yankees versus the Orioles could end up getting personal over the next few weeks and months, and I'm down for that, by the way. There's the 2023 Gold Glover. Volpe made a sick diving grab and a throwback to second base. Gunnar Henderson, he wants a Gold Glove as well. There are so many guys in the AL shortstop Gold Glove race right now, by the way. Anthony, he's not just a Gold Glover. He can also swing it. He brought in the game's first run. And no, not the captain. This one clearly wasn't on purpose either, just like the Mookie Betts errant hit by pitch, but you can't be going that far into our superstars of the game. Stop that. Now, thankfully, x-rays and CT scans were clean. There's no fracture or anything like that, but Aaron Judge, he said that he was pissed, but again, he did acknowledge that it wasn't on purpose. We have back-to-back singles from Verdugo and Stanton that push across a second run, and the rookie Ben Rice, he secured his first base hit, maybe the happiest first career base hit ever. He's smiling from ear to ear. He grew up as a Yankees fan, so it makes sense that he's so hyped up. Glaber, he skied a sac fly. It's 3-0, and it actually ended up 4-0 Yankees after DJ also hit a sac fly. Nestor was nasty Nestor. He goes 6 shutout with 6 punchies, but Clay Holmes, he might be a little bit broken. That's a 2-run laser beam home run from Anthony Santander, who now has 18 home runs. He just consistently is one of the best extra base guys in all of baseball. Clay eventually did settle down. He ends it. They have a 2.5 game lead over the Orioles now. After the game, though, Judge, he did speak out, and he said that he was pissed. Randy Arozarena to the second deck. He might officially be auditioning for other teams. Not sure how many home runs he has left in that Rays uniform. Tampa Bay, they found themselves up by 4 in the 4th, and Willie Castro, he can change it with one swing. It's not a grand slam, but he does clear the bases. And even though he doesn't tie the game right there, Minnesota has been so locked in, they're not too worried about tying the game up on a grand slam because, see, Trevor Larnach, he just tied it up anyways. Even after Brandon Lau hit a home run, the Twins, they feel like they can get back into any game that they want. By the way, I do want to say Pablo Lopez has been awful. Aaron Savali, same thing. They both have a 5.5 ERA. Some of the most disappointing pitchers in baseball this year. The home runs kept on coming after a rain delay. Josh Lowe and Max Kepler, they both ran into some baseballs. So after trading long balls, it's still 6-5 Rays. Well, just kidding. Ryan Jeffers, he had a sac fly after the Kepler home run. So this is a walk-off for Carlos Santana. The Twins have won 6 games in a row. They're hitting over 300 as a team the last 2 weeks. So if you have to face that lineup with a fixed Pablo Lopez, a fixed Bailey Ober right behind Joe Ryan, this team can compete with anyone in a 5 or 7 game series. It won't end. We have crazy game after crazy game. Goldie, he's trying really hard to break out of his early, 2 or 3 month long slump. That is home run number 349. He officially cracks the top 100 all time in baseball history. LOL. There goes the lead. Jesus Sanchez, he hits a 3-run missile, only to have Brennan Donovan and Alec Burleson both go perfect to put the Cardinals back up by a few runs. Those two guys, along with Gorman and Mason Wynn, have essentially saved the Cardinals because we know just how lackluster Arenado and Goldie have been as a duo. The home run derby continued. Christian Bethancourt, he's been useless, so he really had to enjoy his rare no-doubt home run. He throws the bat. Miami, they scraped one more across to tie it. Josh Bell makes it 7-7. The Cardinals actually reclaim the lead, but why is no one covering first base? Where are the PFPs? Chris Roy-Crott, I think that's how you say his name on the Cardinals. He forgot to cover first base, one extra out for the Marlins. Instead of it being 2 outs and this being the potential game ender, it's thrown away. Miami, they tied again. Tim Anderson with the swinging bunt, and if I'm a Cardinals fan, I got to go for a walk after this game. Vidal Brujan, he walks it off. ball game. Would you looky here, another high-scoring game where both teams made their fans sweat out a back-and-forth nightmare. Mark Vientos, his breakout season continued with a long solo home run and skipping to the 5th after Seager and Bader both had RBI groundouts. Seager said, enough of that ground out stuff. I want an RBI base hit, so it's tied at 2. The Joey Gallo trade is the gift that keeps on giving. Josh Smith was in that trade, so 1 year after Duran broke out, Josh Smith now has 5 home runs, 28 RBIs, a 140 OPS plus, and 6 defensive run saves. Sheesh. Wyatt Langford, he cracked one out as well. His teammates gave him the silent treatment because it's been a while since he had his last home run. Brandon Nimmo answered with the, what is going on in baseball? Home run after home run after home run. Nimmo's got 9 home runs and 40 RBIs, and if you're not looking at the screen, please lock in real quick, look at the screen. Seager, he should be embarrassed with that. What is this? Low effort throw, an inning ending and game winning double play. Gone. Vientos, he scores on the air, and that extra run played a huge role in the Rangers losing. El Troll, Francisco Alvarez, he ties it. I think that's back-to-back games with 3 base hits. He plates 2 on a double. Pete, that'll do it. A second clutch double from the Mets put them up by 1. Edwin Diaz, he secured a 7th save, and the Mets have won 7 games in a row. Oh, you thought we were done with the Uno reverse games? Nah, buckle in. JJ Bleday, have yourself a day. He split the gap for an RBI double. He has 21 doubles already, also has 10 home runs. And wait, is that number 1 for Nick Lofton? It is. The young prospect, he goes yard for the first time. His power speed talent was prevalent in the minor leagues, and if he gets it going, Kansas City is going to be even more lethal. And you never know. A lot of people wrote off JJ Bleday, and now he's leading the American League with 22 doubles. Oakland, they went off for 4 consecutive hits, so they're up 4-2 now, make it 7-2. Zach Galoff goes way out. He has one of my favorite right-handed swings in baseball. It kind of reminds me of Hunter Pence, just with less movement before he swings. He has 4 doubles, 3 home runs, and 3 stolen bases in June. So even though it's slowly but surely, he's finally coming around. Kansas City, here they go. They're trying to make a comeback, but Mason Miller, he was pitching angry. Maikel Garcia didn't even try to hit that 102 down the middle. Now we have Mason versus Bobby. Baseball Titans, and he went with the slider. Bobby leaked out. I wanted 104 in the zone. The Royals, they dropped to 3-7 over their last 10. I kind of baited you guys. It wasn't really an Uno reverse game. The Royals are 3-7 over their last 10, which is essentially the Cleveland record over their last 10. And the Mariners, they stormed out to a commanding 6-1 lead in the first half of this game. J.P. Crawford, did he get it? Daniel Schneemann, he missed it by an inch. He's got some bunnies, but that is a 2-run home run. Cal Raleigh and Mitch Garver, they flexed their extra base pop as well. Tristan, he's out after 2 2/3. The Cleveland starting pitching staff is a problem right now. Cal's RBI double went off the wall, and Mitch, he slashed one to the left center gap. He has 4 RBIs over the last 3 games, which is big for Seattle. JP, come on, man, leave me alone. He laced a second RBI extra base hit. He has a 110 OPS plus over his last 500 games. He had an 87 OPS plus his first 218 games in the big leagues. Dylan Moore, his career best in home runs is 12. He has 7 now, so he's trying to beat that. The Guardians, they wanted to pull an Angels or a Dodgers and make a comeback in the 9th, but they fell short. The Guardians have lost 3 in a row. The Mariners have won 4 in a row, so with this W, Seattle is now 10 games up for first place. The race in the West might be over. And I say that because I don't think Houston has the luck on their side this year. Jonathan Cannon, he was great again for the White Sox. We saw him duel Bryce Miller last week, and he battled Framber Valdez pitch for pitch, and he got some help from the umpire. That is not a strike, but Altuve, he's rung up on a pitch 4 inches up in the zone, and then moments later, Framber can't get that called a strike. Altuve's not happy. Same with the Houston manager. Chicago, they won this game with an RBI groundout from Andrew Vaughn, and actually make it 2 of those. He legs out a second potential double play. He has 10 RBIs over the last week. Wait, are they letting Jonathan Cannon try and go CG? They are. Cannon, he was 1 out away, and Mauricio Dubon, his single pushed him out the game. He's 100% going to take it. 8 2/3 and the W after John Brebbia got the final out. Cannon, he's allowed 1 earned run over his last 18 innings. Garrett Crochet, Drew Thorpe, and Jonathan Cannon, that could be a nice trio if they don't trade Crochet. One more shutout real quick. Ketel Marte and the Snakes, they made light work of the Nationals. Marte's 2-run home run is his 15th. He has an insane 131 OPS plus since 2019. And by the way, this year, he has 15 DRS and 10 outs above average already. Corbin, let's go. I want him to hit 450 over the next few weeks. That's an RBI triple. Watch him fly. Even though he's not hitting 450 since May 29th, he's hitting 315 with a near 425 on base percentage, so he's back. Ketel, he grabbed RBI number 3. Corbin comes in to score. Arizona started the 6th inning with 3 consecutive singles, and here's another sac fly, an RBI for Gabriel Moreno. Slade Cinconi, he was insane. He threw 6 scoreless with 6 strikeouts, 52 of his 70-ish pitches went for strikes. I think it was 52 of 70, and because it's 2024 Major League Baseball, he's taken out, even though he was tossing 95 to end his night. But again, check out how nasty he was. 18 balls through 6 innings. Bryce Jarvis, he got Lane Thomas hacking the Snakes. They put up 14 hits. They're now 10-5 over their last 15. I can recap this next game in like 5 seconds. Santiago Espinal, 2-run home run. That's it. Goodbye. Moving on. Okay, I'm playing. But he did pimp a ball that was barely gone, but all that matters is he knew that it was going to leave. Look at this next swing. How did Michael A. Taylor even hit it to the warning track? Spencer Steer, he leaps up and he makes the grab. It's still 2-0. Yeah, Spencer Steer. He can't make a second grab. Brian Hayes, he hit one to a kid in left field. He almost takes out a grandmother in the process. Pittsburgh, they're trying to make things interesting after Nick Lodolo. He was shredding again. 8 strikeouts over 7. As soon as he left, Fernando Cruz, he walks Andrew McCutchen, and then Kutch, he went full send. He thought that this ball was going to land, and it did not land. Stuart Fairchild, he tracked it down. He has elite closing speed. Cruz is yelling, "Get the ball in," and Kutch, he was halfway home so they can take their time. I wanted to see if Ellie was going to race McCutchen back to the bag. Alexis Diaz got a half swing to end the game, so both Edwin and Alexis both get saves, and yeah, both teams are 35 and 38. Are any of these teams going to make the playoffs? This is not a repeat game from yesterday, maybe just deja vu. Wait for it. Spencer Schwellenbach, he was nasty. 2 strikeouts in the first inning. And just know, if your name is Spencer and you throw baseballs hard, you're probably going to end up as a stud pitcher for the Braves. Ozzy Albies and Marcell Ozuna, they did all of the damage early. Ozzy turned on a pitch. He motors around for an RBI triple. Marcell, he steps up and plated him moments later for a 63rd RBI. So just letting you guys know, Marcell Ozuna is first in RBIs, first in home runs, and just behind in batting average. He's on pace to potentially win a triple crown. Is he going to win MVP if that happens? Spencer Schwellenbach is out there to try and go 6 shutout, but Riley Green, he got to third base after Kelnick kind of misplayed that fly ball. This has been a long recap. Sorry, I'm running out of gas. And despite Spencer clutching up to get Canna, Urshela, he tagged him. Schwellenbach, he comes out after painting 94 outside. He got Malloy guessing, so he had 7 strikeouts, just 3 base hits over 6 innings. Raisel Iglesias, he worked an easy ninth. He has 19 saves, 209 career saves, by the way. The Tigers, they've lost 3 in a row, back-to-back games with a score of 2-1, so that's where the deja vu comes into play. The final game from yesterday, I promise you guys, Dom Smith, he gave the nasty Tanner Houck a 1-run lead, but Ernie Clement, he's been seeing beach balls lately. He steals the lead with a 2-run double to right field, only to have Devers and Yoshida say, "It's okay, Tanner, we got your back." They combined for a run, and they tied up. Tanner Houck had a rough 6th inning, just a very unlucky inning. Dalton Varsho got on, and then he stole second base, which was followed by a 500-mile-per-hour RBI base hit from IKF. He basically cued it like he was playing billiards. The Jays, they're back out in front. Wait. It's tied again. Tyler O'Neill has 15 home runs, and David Hamilton, this dude has been Billy Hamilton lately. His speed came up clutch again for the Red Sox. He stole his 19th bag, and then he scores after IKF could not grab the Sadon Scorcher. Jansen, he comes in, and he officially reties Craig Kimbrell. They both now have 433 saves. They're both tied for the active save leads. You have the Red Sox winning 4 in a row. They're going to be a tough out every single game. So that does it for today's recap. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Again, my heart goes out to you Giants fans. Willie Mays will be missed, but have a great day and enjoy the Web Gems.
Pitch from Mars, swing, and a shot toward left center. On the run is a diving.
Full lineup of Audi electric vehicles. That one's out towards center. On the run is Marsh. He makes the dive.
Hammer. Oh, what a play. Caballero. Retired.
3-1. And this ball right to center. Doyle on the move. Doyle lays it! Off the end of the bat, Squibber to the left side. Tough play by Sosa on the run. Coming on Morelli. Oh, baby.